kept saying, Nancy, I'm gonna prove to you, I'm gonna prove to you, you my homie, I'm gonna prove to you that I love you, I'm gonna prove to you, da da da. Like, you know how many times I dropped this dude for the... Everything. How you guys doing? Alright, so I'm going to be doing a part 2 of the story time about Judas. Judah. Okay. I'm a little bit more calm, so I'm not as angry as I was my first video because it just happened, bro. It just happened, okay? So I'm gonna explain the time. So this is when Judas came back again. So Judas ended up getting locked up. If you didn't catch the first time, it's how I found out. I held my friend down for 5 years and he got out and I think disappeared or something like that on me, right? So and he ended up getting locked up. He ended up meeting his the white girl that he was with. He ended up leaving, right? I found out that he had the Thug Life tattoo, ended up being with her, whatever. On Facebook, I think he he wrote me. He wrote me on Facebook, and we talked a little bit in the inbox, right? And then, you know, I was kind of mad, and he was like basically saying like, you know what, you know, T, I'm kind of like going through a lot, you know, saying like, you know, like every jail person said, I had to get my life together, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, okay, you know, because at that time, I just consider him just my friend now because I'm like, you know what, whatever. So he comes, starts being my friend. You know, this is around the time frame me and my son's father are together, right? And he's with his girlfriend. So he's complaining, you know, basically saying like him, you know, him and her live together. You know, her mom lives with them and they be fighting over cigarettes and stuff like that. And this is not the life that he expected. And then he told me like, yo, you know, why I didn't pursue him. He always says the same thing when he comes back. Like, what was wrong with me, T? Why, you know, I loved you and blah, 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 blah. But I never told him I loved him. Like, you know, I always say, I love you, my nigga, I love you, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I never told him, like, how I felt. I said, well, you know, the dynamic, knowing that the fact that you were going through what you were going through, I just expected you needed a friend, not a girl. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be cool with you. But, you know, basically I made a joke like, you know, like, you know, your girl already got first dibs because by the time he left the black girl, he was with her. So it was like, you know, like, he was like, yeah, but, you know, if I could change time, it would be you and blah, 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 blah. You know, the line. So we just kept it kind of cool, right? So we started talking and he asked for my phone number. He started sending, like, he started becoming kind of a little inappropriate. So, you know, we started kind of like flirting, right? And at that time, I needed him as a friend because this is when I was really kind of going through it with my son's father. So, you know, my son's father would kick me out, but I don't think I really went into details with him about my son's father and my situation because, I don't know. I felt like at that time, I was still kind of living at my uncle's and going back and forth, whatever, right? Because I wasn't living with him. I didn't live with my son's father yet, right? So, you know, we talked, whatever. Then he disappeared again. He popped up again, right? You know, talking to me, whatever. But at the time, I was kind of more focused on my son's father. I kind of considered Judah like, whatever, you know, because that's how Judah is. Judah's the type of person, whenever he needs something or he wants something or if he's going through something, that's when he comes around. That's how I viewed him, right? So Judah popped up again and we started talking all the time, you know, talking on the phone, we were kind of flirtatious. I ain't gonna lie. We were flirting all the time, whatever. But it was like, kind of like, you know, like friendly flirting. It wasn't like, yeah, I want to see your body, da-da-da. That's recently. All right. So, you know, so we used to flirt here and there, right? So, one day my son's father asked me, you know, about him, and I'm always very open and honest about him. You know, I said, he's like, yo, you and Judah talking again, and my son's father was kind of insecure about Judah, right? So I said, yeah, Judah got a girl, you know, whatever, because, you know, I got to play it off like that's my homie. That's my friend, you know. But in my heart, I believe like, yeah, this is who I'm meant to be with. This is my soulmate. You know, me and Judah are meant to be together, right? So, Judah and I, we used to talk on the phone all the time, but this is when I end up moving and me and my ex end up getting an apartment, which I did not want to live with my ex. My family kept saying, you know, well, not my family, my mother kept trying to make me go with him, like, you know, because he you know, he tried to show my mom, like, oh, you know, I'm a good guy, whatever, right? So I ended up moving with my son's father, whatever. And you know, we was doing the family thing, but my son's father was the type of person, he was like low key, like like Tina Turner, but he didn't hit me. He was just very like manipulative, like, you know, he will take your money and upgrade himself. He will take my money, pay for rent, and then lie like, oh, I didn't pay him that money. Like, it was just like to a point, like, and to a point, like, it made me stop kind of like giving him my money, because every time I pay something, he'll be like, oh, I need that. I said, nah, give me the thing. And he'll start arguing because he had an addiction to buying stuff, right? So he will leave me and my kid, like, if he's mad at me, take his daughter, right? Because his daughter, I kind of raised his daughter. But if he's mad or we get into an argument, my daughter is mine and my son is his and mine. He will like leave us in the highway, let us walk, drop us, like, whatever. And the crazy thing is, everybody around his circle allowed him to treat me bad. So nobody in this, like, could come to me and be like, oh, Tasha, I apologize. I don't want to hear it because you allowed this man to treat me bad. So when he used to treat me really bad, but I still didn't tell Judah about my business, because I always used to act like my life was golden with Judah. Like, I'm always happy, because I felt as if like I had to be the friend for Judah, right? So me and Judah used to talk all the time. We used to flirt, no lie, like flirt a lot, right? Because in my mind, I already said, yeah, I'm gonna run away with Judah. And I really did, because I was such in a toxic relationship. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go, right? Whatever. But at the time, it was mostly, I was a friend for him, right? We didn't really talk like that. I don't know if the girl was working or whatever, but there was certain time frames he'll talk to me, and there's certain time frames I won't hear from him, right? So one day, I'm with my daughter's father's daughter, right? Because she used to be with us all the time, literally all the time, okay? So my daughter's father, me and her are upstairs, right? And I'm cooking, and then someone calls me, right? I think it was him. She called off his phone, and she called, and she's like, who's this? Hello? What are you for Judah? And I started laughing, and he said nothing. He stayed quiet. But it kind of made me lose respect to him, because I'm like, yo, he's a bitch boy, because you didn't even speak. And she's like, right? What did I tell you about talking to beaches? What did I tell you? Like, yo. So it kind of made me look at him kind of like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I said, don't worry about it. We're just cool. It's no problem, whatever. She's like, okay, Judah, you better not call her no more. White girl, okay? He didn't say nothing, mute. But in a way, all of us was kept, you know, after, because I told mad people, like, you know, and people were like, well, you know, that is his money, you know, that's his income. She take care of him after getting out of lockup. He's not going to jeopardize that for you, right? So I said, okay, left it alone. Fast forward 9 years later, never heard from Judah, never spoke to Judah, never looked for Judah, because I didn't care, because I lost so much respect. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son's father situation happened, I ended up getting kicked out, whatever. I was doing my thing. I wasn't dating, I wasn't doing anything. Then Triflin's brother came in, and Triflin's brother was my little happiness, because Triflin's brother was really good in the beginning before I found out that he had his girlfriend or whatever. But Triflin's brother was amazing. Triflin's brother was my happiness at the time, you know what I'm saying? Me and Triflin's brother had good conversation. Triflin's brother, you know, you will check on my son. Triflin's brother was like, yo, honestly, like I always tell, like I would keep it a budget. Even though him and his friend Gene, like, or whatever, Triflin's brother was more attentive to me than Gene was. Well, they both were kind of pretty good, because Gene was a good guy too, but Triflin's brother was better. Like, Triflin's brother played the game really good, right? So I was going into work. Sometimes I go into the office. So I go into the office and I'm walking, right? And I'm like, you know, happy-go-lucky. You know, it was a good day. I remember I was happy. It still was kind of cold. And I was about to enter, and I see on TikTok, because he only could write you in inboxes, right? He'll inbox me because, you know, his girlfriend checks his stuff. And that's when my boy was like, that's a red flag. Like, well, after, I'll tell you what my boy said. He's like, Tasha, the red flags are there, and you just ignored it, right? So he inboxed me in TikTok, and I'm like, he's like, Happy New Year's, T. And I said, who the fuck? When I got seen it was him, mind you, 10 years later, I stopped, you know? So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is he writing me? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of spilled everything I felt, you know, because I told you I felt huge resentment with him, bro. Like, I went through so much, dog, and I was there for you, and you're never there. Like, no matter what I go through, my nigga's never there, bro. So I kind of went in like, yo, you know, like, why are you writing me? What's the point? Yeah, you know, talking, right? And I think it kind of turned him on when I'm mad. I swear to you. And he said, you right, T, but this is why the situation, you know, I have a girl. Alright, cool, right? He said, but I'm gonna prove to you I'm your nigga. I'm gonna prove to you, T, my nigga. Alright, that's how it started. I'm gonna prove to you my friend. I'm gonna prove to you my friend. Alright. I didn't have no intentions, you know, whatever, because I said, yo, he has his shorty. I don't really care, you know, like, whatever. I just really need a friend at that moment, because this is when me and Triflin's brother was really kind of going through it. I think me and Triflin's brother just broke up, right? And Triflin's brother disappeared, because me and Triflin's brother broke up around his birthday, right? He's a Sagittarius. Yeah, no, he's a Capricorn. He's a Capricorn. He's not a Sagittarius. I would never, no. He's a Capricorn. So we broke up kind of around that time frame, right? So what's his name? Judas came around that time. So he comes, he's like, yo, T, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm sorry, blah, 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 you know, whatever. And I have such a soft spot for him. So, you know, I'm like, all right, it is what it is. You know, we talked. I mean, we used to talk every single day, all right? Then it became like talking to me every single day to talking to me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, because he works Mondays and Tuesdays. His girlfriend and him are together, whatever. So I'm like, hold up, like, you know, but I didn't take offense to it, because that's my homie. Like, you know, that's not nobody I like. Then he started expressing himself to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he started expressing himself to me. He started telling me about, you know, how he feels, you know, how much he likes me, how much he cares for me, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I said, you know, I feel the same way, you know, but whatever, you know. He's like, yo, Tasha, you're the love of my life, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, cool. So we was talking, like, back and forth. So now it started to become more of a friendship to more of, like, a relationship, situationship. It's like I became the side chick without noticing. I became the side chick, right? But I'm a tough person. So I'm a type of person, like, when I start liking you, I start becoming mean, because now I'm scared because I like you. So now I'm noticing that I like him. So now it's like I kept saying, like, yo, you know, I don't want to be too vulnerable. Mind you, I'm very vulnerable with him. Like, I am the weakest I ever been for any man. Yo, and I'm like telling him all my secrets, and I'm telling him things that I never expressed to a soul, man. I'm telling this man everything. Me and this dude would talk, even on those the Monday and the Sunday and Monday when he was off. He would write me. He would do everything, right? So, you know, even people at my job knew him. He used to be FaceTime me. We used to talk all the time. We used to be on the phone all the time, whatever, right? But I kept making wedding jokes, right? Like, I kept saying, when you and your girl gonna get married? Oh, you and you gonna be married? He's like, yeah, nah, T, I ain't gonna get married. Da-da-da. Or husband, like, when you gonna marry me? Like, you don't play around. I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And I kept talking about weddings with him over and over again. You gonna get married? When you gonna get married? Why you not gonna marry your girl? He's like, oh, I'm not gonna marry my girl because, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like kind of like our love is kind of not the same, and we're in a situation that like, you know, we got comfortable. And I said, yeah, I feel you, because I've been there. But I started noticing every time I asked him questions about his girlfriend, he'll say stuff I said. So one day we was having a conversation, and I kind of like expressed how I felt. And he's like, yo, you know, like, I feel as if like, because one day he's like, well, how would you feel? Like, you're a jealous woman. How would you feel like if your man told you to stop talking to me? I said, nah, my men know. Like, my ex, Marco, my ex, my son's father knew. That's my friend. Just Judah, my son's father knew. Judah was my friend. He knows the priority. This is before, like, I had feelings, you know what I'm saying? And I'd say that to him. Like, I tell them, like, if we can't be together, or I can't have outside friends, what am I gonna do when we're not together? So one day he used that same line on me. And I'm like, hold up, didn't I say that? But I started noticing that he started becoming, like, he started changing on me, right? So we were supposed to, one time we end up seeing each other, and yeah, chicka bang bang. And yo, I promise you, he entered, I bled. The Red Sea, child, bled like the blood of Jesus. all over the sheets, bro. So, but as soon as he left, it disappeared. Yo, it kind of freaked me out. Yo, I wanted to call Triflin's brother low-key and ask him, because Triflin's brother, you know, he be into the little spiritual stuff. But then I was like, yeah, I don't talk to him, no, and that's kind of weird. Like, hey, let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? Because he, after Triflin's brother was the only dude I was like bang banging, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, bled, like, and he's like, yo, whatever. But I swear, like, now I get it. Like, yo, I said, yo, God has a way when he wants to show you somebody's evil, like, yo. And I even after when it happened, I'm like, dang, like, I prepared myself, I waxed myself, I bought lingerie, I did all that because I said, you know what, we gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, anywho, but we started like talking a lot, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it became like we became relationship, right? And I started low-key becoming the side chick without noticing I was the side chick, but I kept saying, he's my best friend, he's my best friend, he's my best friend. No, girl, he ain't your best friend, you the side chick, girl. So then after the whole smashing thing, you know what I'm saying, we kind of like act like nothing happened, and I kind of felt guilty, and I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't want nobody to do this to you, you know what I'm saying? And I kept saying that to him, like, nah, you know, after the whole situation, I feel guilty, I wouldn't want another woman to do that to me, type of thing, whatever. And then he kept saying, okay, yeah, I feel you. Okay, so when I started kind of like defending the girl, like, nah, you know, why don't you try to make it work, I started kind of making him my friend again, because I noticed I started liking him, and I'm living in this disbelief expectation, and he kept trying, yo, T, you're the love of my life, you're this, kept pursuing. I was like, nah. And in the beginning, I would go back and forth, I'll get mad, because now all of a sudden he stopped kind of like calling me, so it became from every day to like 2 times a week to once a week to every other week. And I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? And then one day he kind of yelled at me in a way like, oh, you can't expect me. No, this is before we even got into the argument, right? So we had a conversation, and I'm like, yo, what's going on with you, whatever. He's like, yo, T, I'm kind of going through a lot, you know what I'm saying, I had surgery in my teeth, and da-da-da-da, my girl been there for me, whatever the case may be. I said, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, well, let me know, you know, communicate, because that's our biggest issue, like, communication, bro. But I started noticing, like, I'm feeling him, and I'm feeling him hard, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I gotta stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't like to hurt women, and I don't like it because I know how it feels to be with the man, do everything for a man, and everybody outside is laughing at you. Like, my son's father was cheating on me left to right, and he told his neighbor, nah, I didn't. People like, yes, he did. He sure did, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I know how it feels, so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna keep him. Even people on my job was like taking from him. Yo, Tasha, he's probably your soulmate. Yo, he really this, he's trying, he's this, he's that. Taking for him, right? Alright, so one day he disappears, probably like 2 weeks, and I go, I'm mad at you, because I always do that. He's like, you're mad at me again? But now he's giving me attitude, and Judah never talks that. Like, I'm low-key like the annoying person that he makes me feel bad, because I be like getting so angry at him. He be like, Tasha T, seriously, da-da-da, like, why are you acting like this, da-da-da. So he makes me like, honestly, I used to always say Judah was my calm, because he knows how to calm me down. When I act crazy, he'll calm me down. He'll be like, alright, let's talk about it, T, you're bugging, da-da-da, that's not how I feel, whatever. So, you know, after he disappears, like 2 weeks, right? And he pops up again like, hey, what's up? But I really was like, okay, whatever, you know. I said, oh, hey, how you doing? He said, I'm doing good. I said, well, I haven't heard from you. How you been? He said, oh, I've been okay, you know. I had my teeth surgery. I said, that nigga having surgery, this nigga got his teeth. That nigga been having mad surgeries, child. But, so, he's like, yeah, so whatever. But I started noticing, I said, yo, I think Judah's a compulsive liar. You know what I'm saying? So I said, oh, okay, whatever. He's like, yeah, you know, I had surgery. So I said, yeah, I'm mad at you. He's like, mad at me for what now? What are you mad at me again? What you mad at me for? You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what, T? I can't talk to you every day, okay? I can't even talk to you every week. We gotta be realistic. And I said, where the fuck is this coming from? Because when I said that to him, he kept saying, nah, T, I'm gonna prove to you, you my homie, I'm gonna prove to you that I love you, I'm gonna prove to you, da da da. Like, you know how many times I dropped this dude for the sake, we was talking for 7 months every day straight. Every single day. Okay? Then all of a sudden it became like, oh nah, you already know what it is, da da da. Alright, cool, right? I got into, and I think everything I felt for all those years, for me holding him down, him dropping me, for him coming back and forth, playing with my emotions, everything came out, and I cussed him out. I cussed that boy out so bad. Man, I reread that thing, my boy was like, damn. Damn, alright? So I'm on the phone with my sister, right? Because after the whole cussing, I blocked him. We didn't talk, he didn't talk. Probably, it wasn't even a week, right? I'm on the phone and I was telling my sister, like, I don't know why he came in my spirit. And we have this weird thing, like, I could feel when he goes through stuff. Like, it's like, Loki, you know, when you're dating somebody and you feel something going on. I've been like that with him for years. Even when he was, like, locked up, I could feel, like, he's going through something, or whatever. Like, you know, it was a weird type of connection. But something, he kept coming in my mind, like, yo. So I was telling my sister, I don't know how I brought up his name, and I brought up his name again. And I told my sister, I said, let me tell you what I told Judah. Let me tell you, but I already told her that. I don't know why. Something said, Tasha, go on TikTok, right? Because, mind you, we talked on the phone too. It wasn't just TikTok, right? I don't know if the story everywhere, right? It said, Tasha, go on TikTok, right? So I go on TikTok, and something said, screenshot the picture. Mind you, his picture was him. Now it's him and the girl together. And I took a picture mad quick, but as soon as I took a picture, it says, user not found, right? But the idiot don't know, when user not found, I still can see everything on it because we still have previous messages. So, as soon as I took the picture, it said, user not found. So I'm like, I sent the picture to my sister, and I said, yo, Judah's married? My sister go, get the fuck out of here. She said, no, he's not. So she opens up the picture. She said, oh, Judah's married. Judah's married, right? And someone else follows him too. It was like, T, you heard? Judah got married. I said, girl, I just seen it. She said, yeah, he's putting mad stuff on his social media. Yo, I never been so heartbroken. Like, even when my son's father left me, I was hurt because I lost my stuff, but I wasn't heartbroken. Yo, it destroyed me. Yo, I sent a message to my friends through the group, like people with my co-workers. I sent messages to people. Everyone caught me because everybody knew the dynamic. I mean, people caught me more than they caught me with my son's father's situation. My cousin called me. My sister called, while I was on the phone with my sister. My co-worker called me. She's like, you want to talk? Yo, her man was even like, yo, I was rooting for him. Yo, it's just like, I think like you had to be part of the situation, because this dude would write me love letters about how he cares and how much he loved me. And this dude was like, yo, this nigga play. And it was a real wedding. So this is a wedding that was planned. I said, you son of a... Yo, I was so shocked. I sat up. Yo, I just sat there. My kids was like, what happened? Like, yo. I was like, yo, I had to call one of my closest friends that I don't even talk to him like that. Yo, when I explained to him, I sent him all the texts. Yo, I called one of my friends that I was really close to, that I only call like if it's a dilemma. Bruh, I sent him everything from text messages, pictures, everything that he sent me. And he said, T. Wow. Because it's like, you have to read it to understand. Like, yeah, you weren't tripping. Because I kept saying, am I tripping? Was it me? He said, yo, what was the reason? Why did he do all that? Why? Yo, I went into a hiatus. I have not spoken on the phone. You know, I talked to Polo. Polo was like, T, I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel like I was being insensitive. And it wasn't even that he was being insensitive. It just was, for me, was like, yo, why? You know, like, why would you hurt somebody that been there for you? Or why would you hurt somebody? Like, why don't you just get married and just disappear? But his boy kept saying maybe he just came back so he can get the last hurrah. And then, well, thank God, God was like, no, let there be blood. Because they said maybe he came back to get the last hurrah, and so now he can be faithful, and maybe he tried to argue with you down. But, yo, everybody wrote me. Like, I mean, people, like, it felt like so crazy, because I was like, dang. It must, because usually, you know, when you do something and everybody like, yeah, you wrong, you wrong. I was wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I fell in love with a dream. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, everybody's like, T, the signs were there. And he's like, he just played you. And he's like, everything that happens is going to come back, T. Everything. And we're Haitian. We're Haitian. Everything comes back around. He said maybe that's why he kept talking about he has a spiritual connection with you. Because he said whatever he does is going to come back. Like, I was very shocked. Very hurt. I was hurt. I have not cried. I have not. I have not cried. I just more like, well, and I just move on. That's how I've been lately. I don't think I cried about anything. Even like my son's father leaving me, I didn't cry about it. I was mad. I was hurt. But I didn't cry. Like, I haven't cried. Even like when me and Triflin's brother broke up, I didn't cry. I didn't cry about anybody. You know? So that's kind of scary for me because I'm a crybaby. But baby, I had to take accountability. Like, yo, T, you became the side hoe without knowing you was the side hoe. And you kept saying this is your best friend, it's your best friend. Nah, that's not your best friend. You liked the boy. The boy used you. And now the boy married. And he married. A week from us talking. And I cannot, and I take full accountability. Because you know what? I did this to myself. But bro, Judas played me. Judas played me. Yo. Yeah, everybody keep worrying me like, you alright? You alright? I'm like, yo. I respect it. I respect it. And I can't even sit here about, oh, karma's gonna come back around. Because kind of in a way, it's like, yo, I told you my karma come fast. So maybe this is my karma for, you know, going to another woman's man. You know me. And that's why I tell people I don't mess with people's man. I don't do messed up stuff because my karma come fast. My karma is not a karma like, oh, you're going to wait till you're old. No, I do something. You see, look, I did something wrong, right? I end up messing with the girl's man, right? One day, didn't even get to the bang bang chicka bang bang. But head game was crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, his head game was nuts. Inside. But as soon as we got to the bang bang chicka bang, I started bleeding, bro. So we didn't even get to like boom boom, you know, like you know what I'm saying, like what? But I started bleeding, and then boom, it was like less than like 2 months. God punished me. I tell you, like I prayed to God. I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am better than this. I am better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But yeah, he got married. And Judas, he played me. You're right. I spent my 5 years to be a good friend. And he treated me like a trash. But no, sir. I take full accountability. But I was mad. Like, when it happened, yo, everybody, even my coworkers was like, oh, because Judas used to be on the phone. Everybody, who you talking to, Judas? You talking to Judas? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Judas used to be on my phone morning, day, and night. That was my Judas. That was my boo. That was my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already had like invisible, like, you gonna be my husband. You know, so I'm just playing. But Judas' mentality was like still like he was in jail. And where he at is where he's meant to be. Yeah. But everything comes back around. I got my karma. God did it fast, you know. But God probably won't even punish him because technically now that's her man. And I don't play with marriage. I don't play with marriage. As soon as you married, that shit is gone. I do not play with God. Boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mommy, baby daddy, that's okay. But God, that's it. But I don't know. I'm not in it. So, yeah. So, I got played. And then he smashed me and got married the next week. Next month. The month after. But there's no hard feelings. I have to take time, like, and now right now I'm like, okay, I'm not like that mad anymore. But he better never talk to me in my life. I told my son's father, my daughter's father, like, this is what happened. And he better never speak about me. He said, Tasha said, don't speak about me, bro. My daughter's father, like, yo. Yeah, me and my daughter's father has to have a conversation about that, cause maybe he had beef with my daughter's father, cause he knows my daughter's father. And maybe he has beef, and maybe he used me. Girl, I was making like child, you know those type of girls that make excuses for their man knowing that they cheated. He didn't mean to cheat. Maybe that he was going through something, and maybe that's why he cheated. But he didn't mean to cheat on me. He failed, and his wee went in the girl, and maybe that. Yeah, no. Yeah, but I take full accountability. I deserve everything that happened. It is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, and subscribe, sis. And I'll see you guys later.